Talk! First off, this is not a spoiler-free show, and none of the episodes will be. So, this is intended for people who have already watched these episodes, or for the people that don't mind a few spoilers. So, with that being said, let's continue on. Hi everybody, I am the one, the only Ty-nee 80s guy, and welcome to episode 3 of Ty-nee Talk. I'm here to give you 5 to 10 minutes of content all about the behind the scenes of Ty-nee 80s guys' 80s and 90s video world. Oh, that is still a mouthful. In this episode, I will be talking about the things that I should have talked about in episode 2. So this time, TYME, it is more about the signs. Oh, and you'll also be getting a very great surprise at the end. So that will give you something big to look forward to. I thought it was important to mention when these signs were made, because I made these signs about a week before the first episode launched on March 16th. So here you go. Here is the first sign here, and right down there in the corner it shows March 6th, 2016, and that was on a Sunday. So that was when I finished it, but I think that it was started on either the 4th or the 5th. So there's you a little bit of extra info on the sign, and I'll zoom it in really good so you can see my signature there, TNN, my initials. If you don't know about that already, my real name is Tyler N. Nix. So there you go. And no, I'm not related to Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac. My last name is spelled N-I-X, not N-I-C-K-S. So, with that being said, let's move on to the other signs. All of these signs were started and finished on the morning into the early afternoon of Wednesday, March 9th, of course, 2016. So here is the great 80s or 90s contest, and I will let you see what the signature looks like. If you want to see it, not the major, but there you go. And we'll keep on going here. This is the Ty Days Ty Tune, and I'm going to zoom it in here so you can see it. It's not exactly signing my name or anything, but it's my initials. Yeah, it was the easiest to fit in there because I put so much stuff on there. There's another one. That was kind of unique in comparison to the other ones because it was enclosed in its own little oval shape. So there's that one for you, for the inside. And last and definitely not least is the Ty Be Continued sign, right there in the corner. So, a nice little look at all the signatures. So, some of you might really like that. But if that wasn't interesting enough for you, I also wanted to tell you that I had started on the other signs early that morning. I think it was after 5:30 in the morning. Joe was on, and that's not one of the shows that I enjoyed watching when I was a kid. I'm like, I'll watch it while I work on these signs. And within an hour of G.I. Joe, which was 30 minutes or something, was not very interesting to me. It was pretty boring. It's just not my kind of thing. I'm not into war shows with soldiers and stuff like that. I like the more fantasy stuff. I like the treasure hunting stuff like DuckTales, the High-Flying Adventures, and Tailspin, and Disney Afternoon stuff. That was my shows when I was a kid. But anyway, it was about an hour after G.I. Joe that I turned it, I was flipping around and I found Clue and I found MacGyver, and I thought, ooh, this show's pretty cool. It was very family friendly, which was very surprising considering all the violence and stuff. I mean, there were no swearing. I can't remember any cuss words said at all. So I worked on it from, I don't know, about 6 to 12 or 1 in the afternoon, and pretty much finished up all the signs before I even went to work that afternoon. I am a cashier at Wally World. So there you go. So there is some more info for you. None of the signs were really all that difficult to do, except for the first one, the title sign. It took longer, and it had more detail and a lot more work put into it than any of the others. The only problem I had was when I started running out of ink. I used more of a finer tipped Sharpie marker when I started doing it, and as I did more, as time went on, I just started running out of ink. Doing all those little marks, on the furry lettering and stuff, coloring in those stripes and stuff takes up a lot of black ink. So with all that being said, I had to use those bigger, markers. Well, marker. And I had enough ink to finish the projects. That was 4 or 5, 1-hour episodes of MacGyver, because if you don't know that show, every episode was an hour. So, and even after that, they actually started showing repeats. I guess, they thought, well, ooh, some of these people have, already seen these in the morning, so let's let the people in the afternoon, get a chance to watch the ones that had aired in the morning. So, I didn't like that very much. It would have been a lot nicer. Hey, did you see it again? Just a few seconds ago, if you turned the video back a few, 10 seconds or so, you'll see those ghost eyes again. They're there again, watching me. And he told me that he is not very happy with me because I'm wasting way too much time doing these tiny Tide Talk videos. And he says I need to get to work on episode 4. I really don't want to make him mad. Who knows what this ghost will do. But anyway, it is time to show you that very special surprise. So here comes something. It is Pepper! And that means that in episode 4, during the Magic Dock Fridge segment, I will be talking about a Burger Time memory attached to Pepper, because the star, Chef Peter Pepper, the one you play as, throws pepper at the bad guys, Mr. Hot Dog, Mr. Pickle, and Mr. Egg. So that will give you a little something to look forward to, and it has to do with Giovanni's Pizza or Redwood Park Pool. We'll see which one it is, or who knows, I might decide to do both. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. So have a great day or night, depending on where you are, and be fantastically chipperific. Believe!